they love women, and that might not be the case, but this man really respected women, I feel like, to the utmost.
Why the cameras all on me? Why me? Because I'm Tupac.
They are gonna give you the tools that you need to destroy yourself.
We must not hate those who have done wrong to us, for as soon as we hate them, we become just like them.
In this film, you realize what a layered character, human being he was. What did you learn about him during your role in this film?
I had no idea how, really, his relationship with his mom was super important to me, just seeing that, and I didn't know how impactful it was. But he had a lot of strong women around him, I think, too, but I think it stemmed from her. She taught him, like, respect and love towards women, and I think, too, the stereotype with rappers is, you know, they love women, and that might not be the case, but this man really respected women, I feel like, to the utmost. But seeing the importance the relationship between these two and how important it was and how it affected him from a little kid and her giving him the notebook to just write and journal to when he was in his 20s, that meant a lot for me. That was impactful for me.
Every once in a while on the internet, on Instagram, we see a picture, old school picture of Tupac and Jada, and people are like, what? What did you learn about this relationship that people knew about, but is there anything more in depth that you kind of realized in researching this role?
I mean, initially I just kind of, first of all, I knew that they were friends and they were like they were friends as childhood friends, but I didn't realize the depth of that. I thought that they kind of just got closer as they were older, but that wasn't necessarily true. So I learned a lot. I learned about how close they were. I learned about what great friends they were and what that comes with. You know, when you're close with somebody, you get the ups and the downs, and I think that was really cool because I didn't know that.
For your role particularly, how did you prep? Who did you talk to? What did you read? What did you watch?
Internet as much as I could. Analyzing even the picture down to behavior. Like, what can I analyze on a psychological level, psychological behavior of just her on individual pictures, but them two together, what can I gather? And then L.T. Hutton and Benny Boom really were able to dot the I's for me and cross the T's, and just me personally, I saw it as this love story between the two, and we can all relate to that, and I think that was what was really important to portray with their relationship, and to show that most people don't know that Tupac was engaged and had a fiance.
They were really in love.
Yeah, that they were they were serious with that unconditional love. That was important to me to show.
Now, Tupac is arguably a genius, for sure an artistic genius. Yet he really ignores some of the wisest people in his life, some of the best advice he's given. We see in the film he doesn't really take it. What do you attribute that to?
I think that's a pioneer. You know, I think pioneers push limits, and they know when to say no. They also know when to say yes. They know when, if they see a door that's closed, they know when to beat it down. And sometimes to a fault, but that's any pioneer. That's any person that's gonna take a risk to provoke change. And, you know, there's a quote, and I'm not saying it word for word, but he says, you know, I might not be the person to change the world, but I'll be the person to spark the brain that does change the world. And that takes a pioneer, and it takes a risk taker to do that. And it takes someone not necessarily listening to outside influences all the time.
Planting seeds.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love and support Tupac. I think that his music and who he was and how controversial and how he wasn't afraid to speak up against injustices happening specifically in America with young black men. I think I'm just so excited to be a part of this megaphone that's gonna be his voice.